Hi, and welcome to another week of Coach's Corner. It's spring sports time, and that means the Ponca City tennis teams will be in action. We've got Larry Williams, our girls tennis coach, with us. And Larry, I know you've been around girls tennis all your life, but how many years now for you as our high school tennis coach?
This is my fourth year, and I'm just truly enjoying it.
And I say that really you have been around tennis all your life here in Ponca City. 4 years as our head coach, but boy, you've seen a lot of great players over the years, haven't you?
Yeah, Charmaine and I came in the late 70s, and so some of the USTA tournaments and events and things like that, we've seen tournaments show up with 500 people for the week, all the way down to, the tournaments like we do now, where we bring 8 teams in from various high schools and junior highs and things like that to play. So yeah, seen top players in the whole country and beginners.
I'll ask you just kind of an off-the-cuff question. Have you seen anybody professional that maybe the name would be recognizable that's come through a Ponca City tournament?
I haven't. We've had some supposed pros, come and play some summer tournaments. The person that's maybe interesting to the Ponca City people is Bev Barger, that's actually over at Union as a kindergarten teacher. When she was in her early years, she won 4 state titles in women's in the state of Oklahoma. And then some people, older people, are going to recognize the name Chris Evert. She took Chris Evert to 3 sets in a national tournament in Kansas, or in St. Louis. So probably, I can't say I've seen anybody professional come into Ponca, even though I've done professional tournaments as an official some, but Bev is the one that's probably the closest here.
Yeah, she was a great high school tennis player.
Oh, tremendous.
And
probably the best in the ever.
And that family, the Barger family, produced a lot of state championships individually for Ponca City High School. Let's talk about your team this year, Larry. Where are we at right now? Have we started play yet, or are we getting ready to?
We had one tournament canceled last week that was at Southmore. We went to Jinx. We were going to go Friday, but they canceled it, so we went Saturday. And we did the best that we'd done in 4 years there. Blair Didlake, playing number 2 singles, got to the consolation finals. And then we had Megan Carey at number 1 singles. She won a couple of matches, which we haven't accomplished before. And then at number 1 doubles, we have Taylor Whitefield and Gabriella Langston, and they were literally 2 points away from making the consolation finals. They lost some third set tiebreakers just by a heartbeat. And then at number 2 singles, doubles, we had Sarah Allison, and then a new person this year, Ashley Robbins. Natalie Baldwin didn't come back this year. She's doing academics in NOC, and we wish her the best, but we miss her. But Ashley Robinson's taking her place right now, and we'll have several other girls that will fill in with Sarah for number 2 doubles. They won 2 matches also at Jinx, this is the best performance by far, like I say, we've ever had at Jinx.
You seem locked in on those girls, or is there going to be a lot of competition throughout the next several weeks?
There's 5 girls there that really 6, because we're going to play Ashley down the stretch and at regionals. Those will be the team that we'll have for basically the future for the regionals and things in May. But we will use some girls along in that number 2 doubles with Sarah, sometimes to give some of the seniors an opportunity to play varsity, and sometimes it's just kind of getting Ashley back into the groove because she just finished basketball. So
we're going to host a tournament again this year, Larry?
We have 7 tournaments here. In fact, we've got a varsity tournament tomorrow. I'm using a lot of JV girls for that particular tournament to play the varsity, and I'll tell you why in a second. And then we have not a junior high, but we've actually have a varsity tournament tomorrow and a JV tournament on Thursday. And some of the ladies will be similar as far as playing this. This year in golf, and you may have heard this, Phil, in golf and tennis, we can only take the young ladies out and the young men 7 times academic days. So we're playing we can play them 14 times, and we can play the weekends, and they don't count, and regionals doesn't count, and state tournament doesn't count, but we can only play them 7 academic days. So we're playing a little game with that to make sure that we don't overuse them and make them illegal by OSSAA rules by late April. So.
And the OSSAA, I'm sure that they will do their best to try to be pretty strict on that too.
Oh yeah, they'll probably, if they can monitor it, they will. I mean, we're self-monitoring, and the Tennis Coaches Association is a good group. We enjoy being around them, and we feel that everybody's going to do their part and be fair.
Well, a lot of these get are self-monitored, aren't they, in the spring? I
They
mean, the
have to
tournaments,
be.
absolutely, you have to have good people and people that are going to show integrity. Who are the top teams in girls tennis this year?
Well, we just came from that Jinx tournament. I'm going to say your Bishop Kellys, your Jinx, your Edmond North. Enid, I believe, had a pretty good showing. Union had some good girls. That's some of them that I can think off just the top of my head. There's a few others. Each school may have some individuals in particular, maybe a doubles team that's outstanding.
Let me ask you one more thing, and if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine, but people know that Larry was hurt there right before the football season began, and you're laughing, but nobody was laughing when that happened. And I ask you this as a friend because we all prayed, and I know you had a lot of support and a lot of prayers, and I guess maybe since this might be the first time that people have kind of seen you since that all happened, maybe you give us an update. You feeling okay, Larry?
Yeah, I was kind of lucky in that situation. If people didn't know, I got kind of blasted by two defensive backs, I believe, and maybe a receiver or vice versa on the sidelines when I was taking pictures for some of the preseason action for football, and got a severe brain injury and spent a couple of days at St. John's in Tulsa. But I was lucky in that the brain didn't shift. There was a little blood on the brain. It went away very quickly, and I was only there 2 days, got back, had to stay pretty restful for 3 or 4 weeks, but after that I was able to come back to school, and from then on, I mean, I've been able to, after a couple of weeks, I was able to start hitting a tennis ball with the girls, and since the middle of October, I've been very active in playing tennis and being with the girls and academics and my special education teaching and things like that. I've been very privileged in that situation. I thank everyone for the prayers and the concerns and the meals and things like that. I learned about what happened because I didn't realize what happened at the time, and I really don't want to see the video on it.
Well, it was a scary situation, but we're all so glad that you're feeling good, and
Thanks.
we're glad you're back as our tennis coach too.
Thank you very much.
Larry Williams, our girls tennis coach on Coach's Corner.